Anarchism to me is a society without hierarchy.
You know, to me, it's less government, where the people have a right to choose and reject their leaders at any time, and the government of the people is for the people, and everybody shares in the wealth of nations.
We'd replace the state with a federation of councils and popular assemblies, replace capitalism by an association, essentially an association of things like workers' councils, consumer cooperatives, producer cooperatives, and so forth. Replace the police and the military by an armed people, self-armed people ready for self-defense as long as that's necessary.
We're Support New York, and we're a small collective of folks who are doing support for survivors of sexual assault. So basically, we try to kind of tailor each thing to the individual person, but the idea is to have kind of a group of peers working with people who might not feel like fully satisfied going to a counselor or going to the police or something like that. So.
What do you ask a librarian?
Well, the mission of Radical Reference is to support the information needs of activists and independent journalists. So we get questions from political activists and independent journalists on all sorts of things. We have put together a booklet of questions that relate to the topic of anarchism for this book fair. They can ask whatever they want. Today we had a guy looking for information on how people put together DIY art spaces.
It's been great. We're doing a printing at a house in Crown Heights. But I'm really happy with it.
And are you a bicyclist?
It's not quite, it's almost done.
No, we exist because we love screen print and we want to support unions. And so we get our shirts from unions and from worker-owned factories. And we print them ourselves.
Where is this from?
This is Oaxaca. You have heard about Oaxaca?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. This is a very brave woman. She is using very bad words to this policeman.
It's like a set ideology.
Because
way of looking at something.
they were very unfriendly.
They look very unfriendly.
Yeah, they look very unfriendly. They are very unfriendly. They behave very unfriendly.
And where's this from?
This is Oaxaca.
This is Oaxaca.
Yeah, and the whole war, Oaxaca.
It's usually a really strong critique.
And 2 floors downstairs there's another exhibition also, Oaxaca.
If not, just like...
Tomorrow, 7 a.m. at Prospect Park, we are gathering to stop the Dow Live Earth Run for Water. Yeah, because there is no way in the world that we can let Dow get away with greenwashing in events such as a so-called event for clean water when Dow has done so much to screw up the environment for thousands of people world over and other life forms in many places.
Here, Mother Earth magazine had a ball to raise money, I think, and I forget what year it was, but they were having a ball here, a costume ball, and the police came in and raided it, which they did a lot of back in then. Emma Goldman went around the country talking, all of it, lecturing, and half the places she went, the police came in and either convinced the people who owned the hall to not let her speak, or threw her out. Let me take you out to dinner.
This is the table for Blue Stockings Bookstore. We're a radical, collectively run, volunteer-operated bookstore in New York's Lower East Side. We're also a cafe space. We've been around for about 10 years, and we provide a wonderful service to the radical community. We provide space for events, which we have about every single night, which are free and donation-based. We have a cafe and areas for folks to sit down. We basically run the shop on the volunteer principle. We have a variety of volunteers who come in. They give 2 or 3-hour shifts every week, and every single day there's about 10 or so volunteers that comprise the staff of the shop. We also have a collective which runs the sort of higher functions of the shop by collective process, so it is a workers' collective. And it's really a wonderful place. It's an amazing place to find literature. It's an amazing place to meet people and to network and connect to the radical community in the city, as well as to see wonderful events and films.
All right, so my name is John, this is Veronica. We work with 7 Stories Press. It is an independent press out of in New York City. We've been around since 1995, one form or another. Do a lot of left political books mixed with works of the imagination. Do a series of them on display here. Come to this book fair every year. It is fantastic.
So the Catholic Bookfair was started by this woman, Dorothy Day, in 1933, and she was, a lot of her philosophy was influenced by anarchism, but she became a Catholic later in her life, so she was, there's 2 houses now in New York. There's one on 1st Street and one on 3rd Street, and we put out the paper and we also do the works of mercy.
They're not in it to make money. They just
we feed people, we do meals every morning and in the evening we have dinner, and then we also do hospitality, so we house people. We have in each house about 30 people.
The world is being ripped. By men who trade in human blood. They have no future. Unite! We can't lose. There are millions of us.
Let's talk about a little bit when we start here. We started here 4 years ago, and in the sense, the first one, I try bring art here, and then I put in the altar. But it was so funny, nobody's there, to see the art in the altar. I mean, I put a huge projection that's about a money burning money, but that's okay. But really the art, and then I ask why, and then I have many performances too that's interactive and things, but people really don't interact, And what's funny, because I project the money burning money, not burning man, but money, and then a girl come to me and say, why you project that? And then I say, what do you think? And then she said, look, did you see what everybody doing here? Everybody do business, do you know? And how you have the burning money, And then I say, that to think about, because I think anarchism is much more than this business, Is ideas, is how you create other possibilities of world, That's totally different from his. And other possibilities, also the process that you build yourself, to create yourself also, And art, I think, is really this, I make people think and think. What is art? Art is imagination, art is creativity. What I think the society do is try to kill your imagination, try to kill your creativity, and we try push everybody.
I believe in a cause, I believe in the education, I believe the thousands of people that came here today got a little bit more educated, got some more books, got some more information, and will be better enlightened citizens the next time they partake in government.
Sounds good. What makes New York City a center of anarchism?
150 years ago, these townhouses were sweatshops. You had 13 or 14 families in a family house. You had children, 4, 5, 6 years old, working 12, 14, 18 hours a day. Women working, if they got sick, they missed a day's pay. You had factories like the Triangular Shirt Waste Factory burning down, and 146 women died because they locked the doors to keep them inside until they finished their quota of making clothes. And women revolted, men revolted.